When you can keep a positive spread between what you owe in bills and what you earn, you will inevitably continue to increase your portfolio value. Good evening, you guys, and welcome to the channel. I thought I'd show you a quick portfolio update here, you guys. I have built and increased my ownership in assets, you guys. Now, again, how I illustrate this, you guys, is basically just by paying down my margin debt. Okay. So remember, you guys, I want to make note of this as I'm showing you guys my investing journey. A lot of people like to use dividends to pay down the margin debt, and that's perfectly fine. A lot of people like to use the buy, borrow, die method and be in thousands and thousands and maybe 60, 20, not 20, we'll say $80,000 worth of margin debt, right? Now, for me, I found a balance for myself, a comfortable zone. With this portfolio, you guys, here on my Snowball Analytics, I actually originally took out $20,000 worth of margin debt, and I've already paid it down to $4,000 worth of margin debt. Now, you ask, how did I do this? I didn't rely on dividends, you guys. Essentially just relied on my 9 to 5. And guess what? Today's Friday. So, like any 9 to 5 citizen, today's payday, right? So, with that being said, you guys, I'm practicing and making sure I have a discipline and positive spread between the money I'm spending and the money I'm using to pay bills to make sure that I have a strong positive spread to not only pay my bills, but also pay down my margin in a very considerable amount of time. Okay, remember that, you guys. So, with this $4,000 in debt, you guys, this is very small, very, very small. I'm hoping I can have this paid off by the end of this month or next month. We will see. But please excuse me, you guys. We are not to pay this down to zero all the time. I probably won't even pay this down to zero, you guys. You know why? I have given myself 3 whole months to make sure I pay down $20,000 worth of margin debt by making sure I can cover my bills and pay down this margin. You have to do the math. You have to have a solid whatever it is you want to use. You can use a balance sheet or you just have to track your spending, you guys. I'm just living a disciplined life where I'm not overspending. I stay in a cheap apartment and, and I'm making sure I'm disciplined enough to pay down my margin debt. Okay. So, with that being said, you guys, I want you to take note of this. When I pay this down to roughly maybe 2, 3,000 or even $1,000, I'm gonna go back into debt and build upon my ownership. As you can see right now, you guys, my portfolio value is roughly $280,000, which is not bad. Again, I have not reached my goal for the end of the year. I would like to get to 300K, but hey, only time will tell. We got about roughly 4 more months left to the end of the year. Okay. But we're going to keep chugging along, you guys, and we're going to keep building on our ownership. Okay. So, with that being said, I want to help you guys understand. Okay. And I got to give you guys my disclaimer. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. You guys do not need to copy my way of investing. Okay. But please take note, you guys. A lot of people like to use dividends to pay down the margin debt. And that's perfectly fine. That's actually awesome. You know why? Because one day you may be out of the job. And then you're like, oh, shoot, how can I pay down my margin? So having a dividend income portfolio is perfect. I have a dividend income portfolio, but I'm using that to fight off any financial frictions such as unexpected bills. Okay. So I'm slowly building on that. But besides from any dividends, before any dividends, you guys, you must practice healthy habits when it comes to your spending. Okay. When you can keep a positive spread between what you owe in bills and what you earn, you will inevitably continue to increase your portfolio value. Remember that, you guys. So it starts with your spending first. Okay. And then, as I equate to this channel, it's about discipline and building on ownership. Of course, having some cash flow. Okay. Discipline Building on ownership. We want ownership, you guys. We want to build on our ownership by using a conservative amount of debt and then solidifying our ownership in assets and then repeating the process, okay? All right, you guys. So if you find any value in this video, feel free to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.